Hello and welcome to day 28 of psilocybin on SOTD. So, we had quite a long jump between what's happened. So, Sam and Ava, they're making the decision to go back to Sakhal. Sam went to Sakhal and knows his uncle's alive still and wants to go back to find his uncle, and Ava wants to go with him. So Phil came back down here with the colony. Now Phil's going to make his walk back to PTSD, where he's going to be spending the rest of his time there, just chilling. If something happens that changes the course of the story that Phil has to leave home, we'll see. But so the colony's situated in Dolnik, still zombie free in town, and Stag is safe up north with the few members that are staying behind while Sam and Ava go to Sakhal. And
God damn it, it's starting to rain.
this is Halloween. Looks like Oogie Boogie. Cool. So, Phil's gonna make his trip back home. I don't have a gate there anymore because of the whole wipe situation. The hardware broke on the server.
Nice. We always could use more bandages.
But there was a change of hardware because the server hardware we were on broke. They had to swap us over, which meant a wipe. Hence why Phil's not wearing his normal clothes. But rain doesn't last long, so it's already clearing up. If it does rain, it rains for a little bit, and maybe it's not clearing up yet, but it will soon. So we'll hang out in the police station that the colony had its big debut defense, where when the world fell, they held out this police station, and there was hordes of zombies coming from the hill up there, which is explained in some secret lore. If you come across the colony, you can learn that. But SOTD is public, so anybody can play on it in RP. Rules about no KOS. No offline rating. But you don't have to be in character if you don't want to, but if you come across someone who's in character, try not to ruin the moment by breaking character. Try to roll with it. Who knows, you might be featured in the comic book development. There's a lot of ammo. Wait for the rain to die down. But we'll listen to the Livonia lore introduction while we wait for the rain to stop.
In May 2019, the world changed. A deadly virus swept across the globe, bringing humanity to its knees. Panic consumed nations. Hospitals overflowed with the dying and the infected. Borders closed, but not everywhere. Some governments chose denial, allowing life to continue. As the body count rose, by October, over 250,000 people were dead. Helplessness gripped the nations. Quarantine was not enough. A desperate race began, a race to find a vaccine. Scientists from North America, Russia, China, Germany, and Livonia battled against time. But the virus was relentless. By March 2020, it had mutated again and again, evading every attempt to contain it. Failed vaccines only made it stronger, pushing the death toll past 1.5 million. The world began to spiral into chaos. July brought an unimaginable toll. 300 million lives lost. Desperation spread like wildfire. Governments declared martial law, grasping for control in a crumbling world. Amid the madness, one company in Livonia stood on the brink of a breakthrough. A prototype vaccine was born. Hope flickered, but hope was fleeting. By November, with nearly 1 billion dead, global leaders forced the Livonian company to fast-track the vaccine. Despite grave concerns, people from every corner of the earth flocked to Livonia, desperate for salvation. February 2021. The vaccine was sent worldwide. Billions of doses distributed, governments mandating it at gunpoint. Those who refused were executed. And yet, the death toll continued to climb, surpassing 1 billion. The cure was not salvation. It was the beginning of the end. April 2021. The vaccine had failed. The weak and vulnerable, the sick and desperate. They were struck down first, showing terrifying symptoms. Fever, blood-filled coughs, bleeding eyes, death. But death was only the beginning. The dead rose, consumed by violence, spreading the virus with every bite. Chaos reigned. In Livonia, a missile launched from the Black Sea struck Ledborg. It obliterated the lab that birthed the vaccine, perhaps in anger, perhaps in desperation. But that was not all. The explosion unleashed a toxic green cloud, turning the heart of Livonia into a nuclear wasteland known as the Dead Zone. By September, 6 billion people were dead. The world lay in ruin. Small bands of survivors clung to life, but the Age of Nations had ended. The virus had won. And now, 2026, humanity stands on the brink of extinction. The virus rages on, unstoppable, relentless. Survivors roam the desolate lands, searching for answers, for hope, for anything that will bring humanity back from the brink. Or perhaps they seek their own path in Livonia. These are stories of the dead.
So, that's the lore of Livonia. Oh, a little bit of weirdness of the loot cycles. That spawning out in the middle. But that's just because the recent wipe hasn't had a chance to undo all the... Well, like, has to work through the cycle in order to look normal again. So we're gonna make our way back to Nadbor.
As well munch some peaches.
How many times do you have to tell me, old man? What? What did... Oh, I didn't send you the link. Well, you're supposed to pay attention.
Fucking raining again.
Was it about the link? I'm supposed to send you a link. Oh, just a meme, okay.
Oh, it's a nice blue backpack. Yeah. Snag that, that might be useful.
I was actually watching a vid from that Aussie guy I sent you. Oh. Yeah, I'll watch that video later tonight when I'm laying down for bed. I'll end up having to swap between the chat and the I Survive. I don't have my do I don't have a map, so I can't use I Survive. My own personal rule. Don't even worry about it. It's just making fun of drunks and druggies. Oh, but Aussie drunks and druggies. Okay, so get to see a whole different world of it. Not that I'm in that world, but I've seen it. Just a white flag. A scorpion. I can't ring it out. It's just damp, it's not wet, so I can't ring it out. Okay. At least I said I never thought to cover the windows like that. Yeah, with the palette stuff against it. But honestly, the way you did it was nicer. Can I open that? Oh my god. Hey, you did stuff like that. That's nice. Is there one over here too? There is. Golzel.
How about over that? Let's see.
red trail. Okay. This is red trail. Alright. Yep, Nadbor. 7.8 kilometers. Okay, so it is 11:15 now. The server resets at about midnight, so I have 45 minutes. Let's see if I can go 7.8 kilometers in 45 minutes with walking down the trails. Yeah, I'm full. Got a can of beans. I got a water, beer. That's full of water. That should be alright, and I can forage mushrooms along the way. I'm cold. Is there a... I don't have any medicine, so maybe I'll get a fire going first, get this heat buff. Yeah.
About to go jog back. Get some fire going.
I'll do it at the picnic table over there. Get the heat buff, then go for a walk. Yeah, dude, like for one, third person for the viewers, it's always good. So you get to see, you know, it's nice for the viewers and the footage for the clips and stuff. So, and like, go to any RP server on PC that's worth a damn, they have third person, but they have a mod that makes it so you don't. It forces you into first person if you pull out a weapon, like a gun. I hope I come across some of the infected. But the weather, I've tweaked that a lot. There's like this creepy overcast, and then you have glimpses of cover, like light, well, you have glimpses of blue skies on occasion, but it's meant to be like creepy, ominous. And it also helps, like you saw the fog earlier, it was really, really, really thick. But now, it's not so thick. It comes in and out. But, I did that, so it's, for one, spooky and ominous, but it's also, makes it so that you can't snipe someone from fucking way away. And when you see someone coming out of the fog in the woods like that, it's creepy as hell. I did it with the cultist. Yeah. Yeah, with the overcast it makes things saturated, like you said. Log? That's firewood. We need log. From you. Do I have a sharpening stone? Probably not. But yeah, I do. Yeah, and it's also Livonia. The color schemes of Livonia are different. Chernarus is like, oh, might as well have kept going because I didn't sharpen it all the way. But, yeah, Livonia's got like deep greens. And then Chernarus is like warm colors. and then Chernarus, Sakhal is like the blues. A lot of blues. Get this heat buff and then take Red Trail all the way back home. So, originally, I didn't take trail the entire way. I broke off, and it was like that direction. I went up that way to get a look at all this. And that's when I saw Krivaklat. So, if you're watching, you're going to get a little hint, okay? I'll show you. Right where Krivaklat is in this opening right there. Just to the right of those roads, I believe. So, it's a dangerous place, so don't just go running in there. So, I have a punch card on me when we did the bunker stuff, and I'm going to keep it on me as Phil, and if somebody comes across PTSD while I'm on at some point, and they're, if they, come across PTSD and I'm sitting there and they get to know me, like just kind of chill and talk, I'll be like, hey, so I got this thing, I don't know what it's for. Found it off a dead military guy. If you can figure it out, you can use it. I don't know what it goes to. And give them the key to the bunker so that they can go check out the hoard in there. And there's an imagination. You play with your imagination when you go in there. Like there's a hoard with specific things that kind of hint at what happened there. It's very dangerous, so I mean going there alone is gonna get you killed. Going there with 2 to 3 people might still get you killed. So getting a good group to go into that would be the best bet. Like at least 4 to 5 people, if not more, because there's some specific infected in there that will give you a little idea of what happened in there. So there's going to be another little SOTD short film about the bunker. I'm going to get some people together, whoever wants to do it. I got to get some people who are going to be camera point of view, then some people who are going to be the characters in the little short story. But it's going to be NBC group going down into the bunker to figure out what happened, why they lost contact. So you're gonna like see what the bunker's like from that video, and like it'll explain why there's specific infected down there. You're gonna have to like listen to what the guys with the NBC are saying, and I'm gonna have it all edited and shit. So like, see, you got some sun. Got some sun. I just gotta get my heat buff going, and then I can head out. But the YouTube is gonna give you a bunch of hints, and like lore about what happened in the past. There's a bunch of places like Haven Rock, which is Copa Prison. Copa Prison was repurposed into the Haven Rock quarantine zone in the early days of the apocalypse, and it became the Haven Rock stronghold when the world fell, and it lasted for a little over a year, maybe closer to 2 years before everything fell on their end. So when you go there, it's inhabitable. Like there's a big old horde there, so in order to live there, if you wanted to live at Haven Rock, it's possible. Like, the only way I'm removing that horde is if you roleplay out with your friends in character, an immersive little video about clearing the horde. And in doing so, you'll get lore, and I'll remove the horde so that you guys can build the wall. But I prefer that people don't take over Haven Rock, because it allows other people to get in and reap the rewards of what's inside. And if you build there, I might take back what I just said. Like, Haven Rock is unclaimable due to the stuff that's inside. Okay, I guess that's the warmest I'll get. There's the heat buff. Okay, I just have to stand up. But yeah.
I can't leave that fucking fire going, burn the place down. Take bitch lit back up, damn it. Be a long trek home.
Console server, there's something in there underneath Haven Rock that's keeping fresh zombies pumping in, or some kind of technology summoning them to Haven Rock. For PC, use radiation. I would just say that you didn't clear them all out. That prison's big. You know, like, you go in, kill the zombies to get in.
What's that? Sasquatch? Get the hell out of here. Go on, get. Fucking Sasquatch. Good. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, he's coming after me. I shouldn't have had that tea this morning. Anxiety through the roof. Okay, I think he would have gotten me if it was a Sasquatch. I think I'll be alright.
He's afraid of the Sasquatch. I was thinking like they're coming out of somewhere in the prison that you haven't gotten to, and like they just keep flooding out, and maybe a mysterious horde keeps roaming its way into Haven Rock, almost preventing people from claiming it as their own. And it's just the cult sending more hordes to keep people from rebuilding. You might be able to build a bunker off the hill. Off the side of the hill and surround it with rocks. But I'm thinking just the cult's just sending hordes there. They gather up zombies and bring them there. Like, the flashers are somewhat sentient, so So I'm so pissed that they removed the size of the slots in the backpacks, because how the hell am I supposed to carry a goddamn tent around with me? Like, I just want a medium tent and my RP stuff. What they have to do is make it so that on the bottom of the backpack, you can hook a tent to it. A medium tent. That's the only one that will hook to a backpack. Like in PC, they have a mod for that specifically.
Be careful about this hill here. I don't want to fall down there.
I'm not gonna build a wall at PTSD because I want people to go in and look at it and experience what it looks like there. And it would just be like, Phil's out on a foraging run. You know? Just out walking, going for hikes. So, I'm pretty sure I added something in between here and Phil's place that it's gonna be a difficult situation for me. And I nerf myself. I give myself like little challenges. So obviously Phil walks. He only runs when he needs to. Phil doesn't eat meat other than fish, and he's almost blind. Like he was shot in the face, so his right eye's all fucked up, and then this crazy survivor cut out his other eye, so his good eye is cut out. So he's got this fucked up eye on the right side, and so when I see a zombie in the woods, I don't see them until the ghillie loads in. Like if it's a mosser and they have ghillie on them, I don't react until I see the... I thought I just heard one to my left. But Phil's ears are keen. His ears have grown keen in these woods. Aware to patterns. Little quote from the book. So if you want to know about Phil's backstory, there's a SOTD Volume 1 of the novel, Phil Osibin. It's about where Phil was when the world fell apart. And there's a lot of hints in that. So kind of try to pay attention to the little subtle hints of what's really going on in the background. And then there's The Red Wedding, Volume 2, which is a PDF. I don't have the audiobook done yet. But that one's about when Phil loses his face, like when he gets shot in the face and when he gets saved by somebody. And in homage to my Brotherhood RP, and the people who were a part of that, mainly Danny Hobbs, the Brotherhood member who survived it all from the very beginning to the very end. Like, and it never really ended. It kept continuing. So there's a homage to him in that book, which is a little hint about another spin-off that's gonna happen of the novels, where we're gonna follow the story of the Brotherhood through the eyes of Danny. Did Phil just blink? Did I see a blink in the screen? Like I blinked? That's weird. So you mean how it's like ominous? You see zombies walking around in that shit? Like, spooky! So my walk to PTSD is a test to see if there's a horde in between here and there, if I place them correctly. It's like I wanted it to be like, if you're in the woods, it's not safe. Like, you can still come across zombies that have been in the woods for like 5 years, all covered in moss. Yogi, don't you dare say that. And it was Baloo. Baloo's the one that lived up on the mountain. So, I'm pretty sure I removed Smiles' farm from the files just because of what was inside of it. Like, I know you were an NPC and you had all that stuff for, like, you know, the convenience of it. But, so I had to remove it so that somebody didn't come across it and take all that stuff. Or block it off and use it as their own. Same thing with Hideaway HQ, which I might add Hideaway HQ back and put the wall up. Just to prevent, you know, because it had everything we needed for the cultists, like the entire outfit. Yo, CJ, what's up? Walking Phil on back to PTSD. You been streaming? Nice. What you been streaming? See, that looked like a blink. Oh, yeah, YouTube, there's a... Like, when you click broadcast, it'll say, you have to accept the terms of services and all that bullshit. It's a glitch with the PS4 system. If you're on PS4. But what I had to do is... even for my NPC account on SOTD, I had to... on my phone's browser... open up YouTube Studios in desktop mode. Like, you go to Google, search YouTube Studios, then turn it on to desktop mode before clicking the link. It'll bring you to YouTube Studios. You sign in the desktop mode, and then on the top right there's this little button that says Go Live. You click it, and then there's a timer that pops up that says you can go live in 24 hours. Ignore that. All that did was just activate the ability to go live from your console. It's a stupid workaround that they haven't fixed, and it's been like that for a few years, and they're like, oh, well, next gen doesn't have that problem, so fuck it. So, like, it's just a bug in their system that we gotta work around as PS4 players. But if you, once that timer thing pops up, then you can just close it, and then go back to your console, click broadcast, go live, and it works fine. And another thing that little trick that I do so that I don't have the chat up on the right side of the screen, because when I record it removes, like, I would have to crop it out and change the size of the shit in the edit, so I don't use the chat on screen, and I don't use the text to voice, because it kind of middle of an RP and all of a sudden someone goes, "Hey, lick my ass," like it's not good for my own immersion. Not like everybody else hears it in the game, but if someone's saying a bunch of shit and the chat is talking to me while I'm trying to focus on what's being said to me in game, like, I try to focus on chat and in game, but when there's an in-game scene going on, it's like, sit back and watch it. I ain't gonna answer you for a few minutes while this is happening. I'm giving you some content to watch, so. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get Phil back to PTSD and kind of chill for a second, and then I'm logging off. But I do have to get up early tomorrow. But I'll check your stream out and I'll come in and say hi. What game are you streaming? Have you been streaming SOTD? Like,
Well, shit. Oh, it's this way. I'll be this way.
Last of Us. I beat the first Last of Us twice. I love that game. And then never played the second one, but I heard bad things about it and good things about it. But I mean, after hearing what happened to Joel in that game, I'm just like, I don't know, I didn't want to play it. I'm one of those people. I don't know. The whole thing was about Joel and Ellie and his brother, and I heard they like missed an opportunity big time with the brother too. So I'm like, well. Walked around the colony for a bit. Yeah, I'm leaving the colony, going back to PTSD. I plan to, like, if I see people online, I'll go live at PTSD and just like sit around, smoke, and talk to chat and wait for someone to pop by. I mean, if they want to stream snipe and show up and say hi, I don't care. Because I'm not like doing active RP. But if someone's like using my streams to follow me around in game and show up and force themselves into a situation, then it gets a little, not fond of that, but I hope I'm going the right way. Yeah. Yeah. Like, that's what I was saying. They missed that whole opportunity to do that. And obviously the fans would have fucking loved it. Kind of more so than what they did, I guess. Like I heard, spoiler alert. Skip ahead if you don't. Well, can't really skip ahead if it's live, but what I heard was Joel gets killed, and then you have to play as the person that killed him for most of the game. Even on SOTD, I ain't opening the online list to check if anybody's online. Nope. Ruin my immersion. Take note, our peers. Don't do that to yourself. Keep the surprise. Yeah. Like playing the server half the game is kind of like, why? Like, I'd want to get the character killed the whole time. I didn't progress in that game because as soon as I turned into Abby, I just intentionally got myself killed over and over and over. I didn't get past the first mission as Abby. You imagine? No. Bitch, you're dying in a never-ending loop. As many different ways as possible. Okay, still red trail. A lot of people did that. Yeah, I bet, man. Like, fuck you. Yeah, I got 10,000 hours in, in Last of Us, but I never beat it. Like, what? I just got Abby killed over and over. That was you in the very first God of War game? Oh, that's just because you couldn't? Not that you chose to get... okay. Like you just weren't good at the game? like I remember playing Fable, like the original Fable Lost Chapters, and every time that Darkwood came around when you had to bring the... Oh, there's a monster horde up here. Oh, fuck. Phil don't see him yet. Okay, let's focus. I got a Vega, an axe and a pipe thing, and then I can run into this if I need to. Out of character preparations just in case, but I see a monster up there.
Let's see what's in here. Nothing. Oh, shit. Damn it. It's only one of them. Come here. Come here. Must have recently got someone with some meat in his mouth. Oh! There's another one. There's two of them.
I really hope this isn't the 20 to 30 horde that I put. I don't think I put that here. I think this one's just like a 5 to 10.
Come here. Come here. Oh, shit. Fucking bastard. Oh, yeah. They just had a feast. Poor soul. Rest in peace.
I see this is Phil's problem. Bro walks so slow, another danger spawn around him while he gallivants. Yeah, like, there's more out here. There's more. Always great making food while watching Bush stream. How's you making food? Making food, CJ. Good. Oh, some fried rice. Are you throwing some chicken in there? Or just some fried rice? A little bit of seasoning.
That's good for the colon. Colon of the colony, where the shit goes down. I'd be on high alert. Gotta be more of them out here. Fucking gonna rain again, ain't it? Son of a bitch.
So I'm always kind of confused. What does TLDR mean? Every time you say that, I'm like, I kind of just glance over it, skip it. No one asked. I'm from Hawaii. Yeah. Smile's from Australia, though, mate. You can call me Smile. He's got like this angry face. Either too long, don't read, as if reply, too long, didn't read. Oh. Okay.
Step up, over, and down. Don't need me tripping. That could be some. I could do some tripping. Maybe when I get back. Maybe when I get back.
So we've got 10 minutes until the server resets, so I ain't making a nab board before the server resets, because I still have to make it through Widdock.
What the fuck? That ain't good. Fucking gases are everywhere. Oh, I don't think this trail leads me through that. I hope not.
Dude, that's cool.
Okay, good. Swimming away.
I am so far away from my spot. Oh, it's because I walk, but I mean, Phil's an old man. He can run around everywhere. One thing I do wish, though, I wish that top left, on the darkening of the screen on the left, only happened in first person. Like if I swapped to third person, that shouldn't be there. Like I got so used to it as Phil when I was role-playing for that time on SOTD for a while there. Like 27 streams in a row. So like, I got so used to it, and now that I'm back looking through Phil's eye with the eye patch, it's like, weird. But, walking in DayZ, for one, saves energy, your nutrition and water, right? And easier on your shoes, they'll last longer. Your bootsies. You don't make as much noise. There's also if you eat, and it's best to eat and sit down or lay down. Wait for it to finish filling up. And then go for a walk. It's like you're supposed to save your energy for when you need to. And it makes your food last so much longer. You got the car stuck on that log right there? You don't remember why it was fucking high? Oh, that's the one that you left in the woods. And you didn't know that you had to like destroy the car in order for it to despawn. You're like, well, there's a car out in the woods now. Well, luckily the server wiped, so it's not still there. Yeah. Yeah, so if you listen to the YouTube hints and the lore introductions, especially so like for Stories of the Dead Livonia, it mentions Lemborg being hit by a missile, just turn the middle of the country into like a dead zone. So Lemborg's important, and if you look at Radunin, it's a medical facility where there was a quarantine area, so that's important. So there's probably something in there. And then if you watch the Oliver comic, he's working at a industrial complex, like a power plant type of deal. You see the power towers in the background, and he leaves and missile hits and drives through zombies and gets away and goes to Haven Rock, right? So there's hints about where Oliver was from, and he was working at Boric. So if you watch that, it'll give you hints about that. And then, so there's Boric, Lemborg, and Radunin. Those three areas have gas at them, like deadly gas. The gas on the hill there, back that way or whatever, isn't deadly. It's the spooky fog, and it's meant to make you think. Should I put... so like with that stuff, it's quote-unquote diluted, right? It's not directly where it was hit. So like, you can put on a gas mask and pretend that like you need the gas mask when you go into those areas, but you don't need full NBC. So it's kind of like a little immersive, like, oh, it might be poisonous. Probably should get our gas mask on and shit. So there's little patches of that stuff everywhere, and some of it is also just like the fumes and nastiness, like the smog of hordes. So you might end up seeing like a big horde inside of some fog. So
Was that another Sasquatch? I can't wait to be home. I swear to God, I'm hearing Sasquatches.
So when Phil gets home, he's gonna change his clothes, obviously, get into the Phil attire. But well, there's that restart. Ciao, CJ. I'll pop into your stream later when I get Phil all situated. Yeah. You can post it in the SOTD Discord too if you want. I think there's a self-promotion channel. Let me check. There's supposed to be. I mean, you could just post it in live. That's fine. Even if it's not specifically SOTD live. I'm gonna step out for a quick puff on a cigarette before the server resets. Restats, not restats. There's a T in there, but I'll be right back. I'll type in chat with you guys though.
Okay. I've returned.
Let's continue our walk back home. Put a little weed in this bong. Phil's gonna smoke some weed because Phil's got weed. Phil's always got weed, man.
Find a nice spot to sit down and burn.
I think there's a little camping spot somewhere up here. Yeah, yeah. Well, even if you fall asleep to me, I'll give you some ASMR DayZ ambiance. Listen to the footsteps on the gravel.
Go sit up on them rocks and burn. That seemed like a good idea.
So I still got a little bit of tweaking to do with the files and stuff, and if anybody is interested in helping with some custom locations and stuff, putting a little piece of their own love into SOTD, if you've got a knack with creating cool little locations, definitely willing to work something out. I'd give you credit in the credits of SOTD as a visual set designer for the series.
Oh man, this is a nice little spot right here. Man, it's a nice little spot. I like this. Let's get a fire going.
Stuff like
Fucker better not be coming to me.
that was a bear.
God damn it. You know, I'm not gonna bother with the fucking fire here. I ain't gonna burn here.
Log cabins would be fucking cool. Yeah, people would be like, having a log cabin asset that we could just drop in for people with like a front door that they could just easily put a gate on. Foe's about to have a blast of bear, I think. That was a bear. I don't think he's coming after me. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be sweet. I think there's already mods for that, so we might be able to just toss them in the PC servers. I think I'm alright. I think this is where Phil thought he was lost. I almost walked into this tree. There should be a little camp up here. Yeah. It would be like the fireplace, like the whole chimney situation. Yep. In episode 1, this is where I was, where I shot the monster. We see the first zombie of SOTD. Maybe not. Yeah, it is. So I had the tent set up right there. About halfway there. Because I stopped one of the streams right here. I don't know if I had rubber slugs in that thing or not. Because if I had rubber slugs, that ain't gonna do me any damn good against a bear. Where's my bong? Phil's gonna have to use a water bottle as a bong. Ugh. Oh, damn. Oh, oh my lord. Oh. My sun's coming out. Nice. Oh. No. Oh. Get a little bit warmer and then I'll head out. Oh. Good enough. Good enough. So it was 11:26 when I left that campsite in Dolnik. I'm so sad I can't use a medium tent anymore, man. Sad. What is that? This is a down tree. Almost looks like a wolf. And you said Yogi earlier. You made a bear appear. That was mean.
Shit. Looks diluted enough that my rags should be enough. Well, it looks like the wind's taking it away anyway.
So like with SOTD, we got them animal hordes, man. So like, I'm lucky that wasn't one of them. The bear and a pack of wolves following it. I mean, it could have been. Wolves could have been following behind the bear. Like, that video of you laying down and watching the bear go by and then a pack of wolves following right behind it was pretty intense. If you're still here, Bush. I think that video is posted in RP memorabilia. Or it might be in SOTD clips, I'm not sure. I mean, whereas the server wiped and was brought over to a new hardware. Like, the reason why my zombie types files is all messed up is because everything was updated, but the update had issues, so I had to fix those. So it is 1.8. And apparently we do have the ability to turn on snow in Livonia and Chernarus, but whereas it, like, in the files it runs from January to December, and there's winter months that are colder. So with the weather file that I have being customized where it's all the same temperature no matter what, like, it'll fluctuate a little bit, but it's not like it's gonna go winter to summer. It's like I have it set for summer and then I'll transfer it to like a winter, and I like change it that way. So I think when I turn it to winter, there might be snow in Livonia. Like, there might be snow falling from the sky instead of rain and all that. I don't think it would actually like accumulate on the ground unless, like, when it gets that cold and it starts doing it, like, it'll actually change the texture of the grounds, but I'm not entirely sure if it does that.
Oh, there's some more of it up there. Ugh.
So it's taken about an hour so far. I did stop to warm up. But there's 3-hour days, 1-hour nights. About 45 minutes of complete night, like darkness. So I should have plenty of time. The battery level is low on my controller, damn it. I might carry a gas mask on me just to roleplay out that the stuff, like, potentially might be deadly, so you want to either have, I mean, I do have shit on my face, so it's not like I'm too worried about it, but
Shit's getting a little thick. don't have that chemical smell, so no, I should be alright.
That's so cool. I'm gonna do a tab while I walk. I wonder if I can still do this. Yep, auto walk. Okay, so I hold the W on my keyboard to make myself walk forward, and then I press and hold the PlayStation button to pop up the mini menu, like the pop-up one, and then I don't have to push the controller. Like I don't have to. I'm hands-free right now. It's nice. I just gotta straighten myself out every now and then, and hope I don't walk into a horde of monsters. Yeah, so SOTD is being extended. There's a fundraiser going on right now to try to see if we can drum up enough money to pay for 3 months of all 2 current servers as well as a Chernarus server. So Chernarus lore, that's on YouTube as well. There's going to be some stuff added to make it fit the lore. I'll be adding stuff as I go. I still have to add stuff to Sakhal. And I do need a assistant with the editor until my PC comes in, and how the more people working with the editor and having the same mindset about building little immersive things for people to stumble on is like having more people in the creative side of things is good. If you want to make something and post it in the Discord for me to look at, like pictures of it, and I might use it in the server. Yo, I'll do a dive real quick. I don't see any monsters up ahead. I'll shoot barrel out for a little bit. Get myself back on the trail. Oh, muted while I was doing a dab with a woman. I've returned, though. Like, if you're unofficial and you see somebody walking on the trail and you just KOS them, you'd be shit. Like, you're supposed to come out of the bushes with your gun out. Like, who the fuck are you? Put your fucking hands up. Like, you're not supposed to just not talk to anybody ever and just kill everybody you see. Get the jump on people. See who they are. You know, this is walking in the woods, man, like on a trail. They're playing it for the fun of it, not playing it like COD. I think people who play DayZ like COD are ridiculous. Like, if you want to play PvP, go play a game that's built for PvP. Like, let's admit it. PvP in DayZ sucks. DayZ's about survival and player interactions, and if you're just killing everybody, you're taking away half of your game. So you don't know if this person's
An old man walking on the trail just trying to get home.
or if he's a crazy psychopath that's waiting to get the jump on you to eat you. Like, you don't kill the old man. Find out if he's an old man.
I'm just trying to enjoy the game, man. Just walking on the trail, I don't know. I'm playing this game for 5 years, just walking on trails. I lost the ability to walk on them myself because of my old age, so I just walk on them in a video game. It gives me nostalgia.
If someone shot that guy,
Fucking dick. Titty bit nipply.
and if someone watches the streams and catches up and wants to be a part of it, a good character to take on would be Doofus. If you watch and you find out who Doofus is, you could play him. You still play your own character and then just add in that you stumbled upon this shack in the woods with a bunch of mushrooms and you were hungry, so you ate them and you blacked out, and every time you just woke up you ate more mushrooms, kept blacking out. And eventually an old man punched you in the face and snapped you out of it and was yelling at you, and you were trying to comprehend everything that had happened, and you left. Like, it's still your own character. You just add a little, like, oh, I found this old man who's growing psychedelic mushrooms in the woods, and I just ate his mushrooms for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
We've got to stop eating those, man. I mean, obviously you can handle it, but it's just lost in the void.
Mention staring at wood grain and taking your clothes off because you're sweating. And it would be, you're Doofus. You gotta choose the face, the Alabar guy with the big nose. I say Alabar because I'm pretty sure, not Alabar. What was it? In the files, when he was spawned in there, it was like an accident. Like, you accidentally hit a button in the editor and it would spawn like an extra, like, place a human there. like an NPC that just kind of stands there. And we used it as a way to get human meat for the cultists originally. Placed one of those at the Hideaway HQ for the NPCs, but then we just started adding zombies with meat on them, so it's like the zombie just had meat, just killed somebody. Or you can take the meat off of the zombie and pretend that it's infected meat. But it's human meat, so if you're playing a cannibal character, you can kill a zombie and eat the meat and get the kudu.
The woodpecker out there, pecking the wood.
So we experienced a monster or two. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a couple more. I might go through and add a bunch more little hordes in places. Because I feel like I could have come across a few more. But like, I have it set up so the hordes are, some of them are static, so you'll see them from a distance. And then there's a chance that you're walking into one that has dynamic spawns of upwards to 20 to 30. So be careful. If you see a monster in the distance, don't just like go up to it and kill it, because you could be triggering the rest of them. Maybe send like one person up to take out one of them. The rest of you guys hang back and see if any more come out of the woods. And kind of cover that person, you know. Be smart about it. And once I get my PC and I'm able to do stuff with the editor, and I've gotten comfortable with it, I'll do Discord calls where I share my screen, and if you've been playing and you want a little custom base with a wardrobe for what your character wears and shit, I'm not going to spawn you in M4s and whatnot, but if you want a bed with a little spot that has like some weed on it and a bong and some, like a wardrobe with a set of clothes, like there's some perks that you can get. Like for instance, the colony came up with the idea that the reason why Dolnik stays clear of zombies because they clear them out and cut the bodies up and shove them into this vat thing that they make methane based fuel with, so that they have a gas pump in the colony. There's like different ideas that people can have. You can get a well and stuff. But that's once I get comfortable with the editor and I can do that. And there's gonna be all kinds of like little, like pimping out the little camp things, the picnic tables along trails and stuff, making it so that it looks like more homey, like you'd want to claim it as your own. Like, ooh, like this one's got a little log cabin with, you know, like a little fishing hut. Yeah. I just saw the Phantom. I was playing PUBG with him earlier before streaming this, and uh, they like there was a part where he was like, "No, just run out here and get me," and I went behind the car for cover, went to go help him up because he was knocked down, and went to go pick him up, and I got shot in the back, so I went to move backwards a little bit to get more cover behind the car. And the guy come around the car and let me up. So no matter where I was hiding, I was gonna die. But he was like, "You were fine where you were," blah blah. And then like I ended up saying like, "I'm just gonna." Well, he was gonna go play DayZ, and I was like, "I'm just gonna stream SOTD for a bit." And he sent me this meme that's after I roasted Bro in the game for being so ass, and he actually hopped off. And it's a scene from Laughing Friends when the guy is like holding the picture of one of the dudes, like he's like, "I'm sorry," whatnot. Like it's like the big bully guy with the skull on his shirt. He's like, "So you have to make me happy, huh? You have to do anything to make me happy," make him do fucking ridiculous shit. Like rips his nose off, I think. He's like, "This didn't work." He's like, "Why would that work?" Did I?
Did I miss the trail? I think I did.
Pretty sure I missed this trail up here. Yeah.
What?
There it is.
Yep. Fucking missed it.
Not too far off the beaten path. So he's like, "You didn't have to move." Like, "Oh, dude, just go around the corner." He's like, Dova, get on," because Dova's way better at PvP than I am. Like, I'm okay. I'm just not like God. So he's like, "Dova, get on," because Phantom and Dova are really good. So. But they had to go do stuff on SOS. Like, I was gonna stream SOS tonight, but the next step in the story is the surgery on Grunt, so I need them on to do that. And I told AJ, well, Jay Capone, that I'll get him a conversation with Hartman about the briefcase. So after the surgery, I gotta do that. So it's probably gonna be Friday, the surgery, and then Saturday, bringing Hartman to Jay. And then we go from there. Because there's a possibility that I might be able to convince Jay Capone to fight against the Cross. he has a truce with him because he showed him mercy one day, didn't kill him for being a part of something, let him live. So he's like, I can't fight against the cross because we have a deal. Like, he has too much respect for, he's like, he showed me mercy, so I need to show him the same thing out of respect. You saved my life, so I'm not gonna make a move on you. Which is respectful of Dova's character. But with that whole broadcast that he did at the beginning of the stream there, Rick heard Cross calling everybody out and telling Rick to fuck off, so like Rick's like, no, I don't need this guy anymore. Rick's still having a hard time because he wanted to kill Hartman, but now he can't because Hartman's not a bad dude, but still he has to blame somebody for Glenn's death. So he's blaming Cross. The whole point I sent him away is because you were being an asshole and portraying yourself as this fucking psychopath over the radio, so we didn't trust you, and I sent Grunt away, which got Glenn killed. So, well, not killed, but caused Glenn's death. So I blame Cross. It's not Hartman. Like, Hartman wanted to find Grunt to keep him safe and away from Alexei, this new big bad guy that's showing up. So kind of expect Cross to work with them, maybe. That's a potential. Like if Cross is evil, that they might end up working with Alexei, because like there's a chance. So we think, because Cross don't want to be a part of anything involving the people of Sakhal. He's like, fuck you all. Like, he set up a border in the north at one point and said, if you come up north, I will kill you. Like, if I see you in my area, I will kill you. So, it's like, alright. And then he come back, took over the town again, acting like it's his. And the whole town was like, well, fuck you, and tried to kill him. And then he's blaming Rick for the town wanting to kill him. Said that we turned the town on him and his kid from the Amazon because he's a cannibal. Like, the kid from the Amazon was like raised a cannibal ritualistically, and like, that's not the case. Like, the reason why the town set up the hit on him was because he threatened the town many times and then came back, was like, this is my town, and the town didn't like it, so they tried to kill him. Like, apparently they tried to assassinate him but failed, and Cross killed them. So, like, well, dude, they killed you because you were being an asshole, not because of some dude in the woods convinced them to kill you. It's because your kid's a cannibal and apparently was mouthing off to people, and he's been being intimidating over the radio. Which is what a hostile does. He, like, I think my cat's scratching at the door again. She just took him out of here and he wants to come back in, but he can't. I'm sorry, Link. He's gonna scratch. He was walking away and I opened the door and turned around and started walking back. I'm like, fuck, I'm sorry. We think he got into my weed at one point. It munched on some and got all stoned. We thought he was dying. He just ate my weed. Fucking bastard. So he always wants to hang out in here with me. Obviously, he liked it. I had a cat named JD, short for Jack Daniels, and anytime he heard the click of the lighter or the grinder, like the tapping of it, he'd come running in. He'd blow a couple hits at him. He'd sit on the couch and just watch TV, go get some food and water, and then come back to the couch and pass out. Rest in peace, JD.
The fuck? What's over there? Didn't see this last time. Just in case.
That's weird.
No broken down house in the woods. I'd live in it. Doesn't look like anybody been here in a while. Left their gun behind. I got some smokes too. I'll snack those. The colony taught me pretty well. I might be able to use this thing now. Thank you, Fox. What was that?
The sound of doing that. Didn't I just... Where'd that 308 go? Weird. Huh. Like the sounds of it inside the house is interesting.
What's in here? Nothing.
Weird. New animation. I don't have it in my hand. Oh. I don't know if I should have used that on that.
nothing.
Oh, gotta do my thing again. Auto work. Thank you for watching and hanging out. A little bit of DayZ ASMR. I'll speak softly, enough to help you fall asleep, so that you leave my stream on for the entire time.
Shit. Another one. Oh, you faint. You fucking dick. Oh, this is where I saw them deer. There's a deer over here, kind of over there. Snuck up to the deer somewhere over here, wasn't it? I've been over there. Fucking bastards scared away the deer, I bet, if they were here.
A couple more mosses. Yeah. That's just the cycle hasn't been gone through yet to get it to act normal. So we've seen 4 monsters and heard a bear, hearing a elk at the moment. But if that was where we saw the deer in episode 1, should be getting pretty close.
Beautiful blue skies of Livonia.
Rained a little bit this morning. Sun's going down, so it'll probably be about dark by the time Phil gets back home. I'm gonna have to do a little tweaking to the PTSD as well, because I want to get the new fireplace there so I can get the full heat buff from it, and like to pimp out the mycology room. So been an hour and 45 minutes-ish. If I left at 11:26 and it is 1:05, just about 06 now. In 20 more minutes it would be 2 hours. So if I'm there in 20 minutes, it takes 2 hours to walk from the colony to PTSD on the red trail. That's why I love DayZ, because it's like, and if you're driving in a car, you're missing out on, like, dude, I don't know, like, obviously you're missing out on just walking in the woods, but there's other things, like that little house in the where that truck was crashed. Like, I've never seen that. The amount of times I've walked by here, I never noticed it, because I usually coming from that this direction, like that way, and I didn't see it. But coming from this way, you see the other side of the hill and you could see it. And I never saw it before, because I'd always go down to the colony and they'd give me a ride home. So, if you're coming back the same way you went one way, but going back the opposite direction, you notice something different. DayZ's full of little secrets like that. And like, when I found where PTSD is originally was back on Red Dawn when we were doing Brotherhood RP, and that was our meetup location for the center of the map. And it was like a little shack in the woods on a little island nobody ever bothered going to. So I've changed it with abortion. I have changed it. So it's a lot more homey now than it was before. It was just a shack in the woods. Like, I'm gonna end up putting a little bit more of a gate on the front. Not like a actual locked gate, but like an open and close gate they can manually do. That's just spawned in with Jason. I think we are nearing. Yeah. Pretty sure it's right down there. Yeah, so it takes about an hour and 45 minutes to walk from the colony to PTSD on the trails. Stopping for one fire to warm up. Yeah, because this comes out a little bit past PTSD. Might be able to see it. I'm gonna swoop down, come up to a dirt road, and there's gonna be a lake, or like a pond. Wouldn't really call it a lake, it's not big enough. Oh yeah, there's the lag spike from loading in the Jason. Oh yeah, and there's the pillar that needs to get removed. You'll see that here in a moment. Yeah, see. The pillars, they're no longer upside down. Wait, that was rotten. So I'm gonna have to go through the JSON files manually in the Trado and change that. Because it's kind of like a beacon, like, hey, there's things here. And I don't know if I would be able to just figure out the rotations to flip them. They just flipped upright. And I haven't been here since the wipe, so I don't know what's gonna be changed. Because those are supposed to be upside down so that it's like mist falling and you can only see it at nighttime. But there's a giant mushroom in there, and it was supposed to be like an eerie glow. So I'll probably end up just getting rid of the eerie glow. But the reason why I put those there and had them flipped around is so that it made inside of there glow. So at nighttime, even if you don't have a fire going, you can still see. But now they're like pillars to be like, hey, there's something here. Hey, there's something here. And like, it's the same thing over at the cultist location.
Ah, it's good to be home. It's fucking fog, though. No one's left me a note.
I'll show you this first. Yeah, so I'm gonna go through the JSON files and remove the there's sand sleighs sunken in the ground. Like those pillars are supposed to go way up in the sky.
Still doing good. Man.
I mean, it's kind of cool. It makes this place super magical. Stop shivering, Dick. A little cinematic. But, I mean, I might leave that one. That one's kind of cool. But I'll have to remove that one. You can see the fish in the water. So originally this place only had this shed. Just this one. It didn't have this. Didn't have these walls. Didn't have that. This is my note that if you go on SOTD and look at posters, you'll see what this is. It's got words on it in the picture. This is Phil's bedroom. He's got his weed, his bong, which seems to have slid back a little. But it's alright. Bed. The wardrobe. So like, you know, stuff like that, like with the wardrobe with your clothes. It's like that fish in episode 1. Phil catches the biggest
Motherfucking carp he's ever seen.
and he throws it in here and to taxidermy it. Lighter spawned on the ground. But I can actually put wood in here. I just have to. So I think I might maybe have that turned. But yeah, it's a fire barrel. You can actually put stuff in. There we go. So we've got mushrooms. We've got the teddy bear from Lucretia. That dock used to be here, but we got rid of it. So we used it as like a little mini version of it to kind of give homage to what used to be here. And I just say that, like,
Oh, there's a miniature of the thing that used to be here, and that's what I used to, no, well, Colony and I used to build this place.
so we just broke it down and used that. But there's the alarm clock where Phil gets his eye cut out, and the crazy survivor tells him not to move until the alarm goes off, but it never went off. A lighthouse because I'm from Maine. Phil's from Maine as well. The thing to help him keep track of the day, which I was doing a daily update of the server time, like the day. Phil's pajamas. There's slippers. Hendra and Dick, the chickens. One of them was Smiles and one of them was Hendra. Hendra got killed by a monster who jumped the fence. Hendra used to be in a chicken coop right here. Is that matches? Oh wait, no, that's the piece of wood from the staircase. But there used to be a chicken coop here, and Hendra used to sit right here. She was killed by a goddamn zombie. Do what? Okay, can I put that on here? I can. Okay. What does that do? Oh, it just puts it on the ground. I was hoping it was going to be, like, hanging on it. Because I swapped it. Okay. I don't need this fucking thing. Oh. Oh yeah, finished showing you the sucks that this tree is kind of like in your face when sitting here. So one thing I was thinking about doing is doing a DayZ podcast called Phil's Trip Stop Depot. I'll sit here. The guest sits there. Another one can sit there. There could technically be 1, 2, like 3 guests right there, and 2 to 3 over there. And just kind of like talk about DayZ and RP in general. Nothing server related. And then like the camo net's basically just like if someone comes by and they need something, or if they need camo net, I have it. It's also to stick it on the gate that I was making, but I'm not gonna close it off anymore. But we got a fire barrel there. You can make a fire in that. There's wood there to do it. And then, we've also got this. There's these. This is where Doofus was standing. He was standing right there. Because while placing the mushrooms, there was like if you accidentally hit a wrong button, it would, for some reason, put a person there. And he was standing there, just like this. Just like that. But in here is the little bit of NPC stuff. The only thing you'll need to find is the gloves and a gas mask. I think I am going to end up putting gloves up on that, maybe. Because I have those gloves in here and that. So that's when Phil's working on his mushroom stuff. Hey. When did you do that, Borscht? Oh yeah, didn't we have 3 up here and I gave 2 to Glenn at the colony? Yeah, I want to end up doing something a little different with these mushrooms. But let's see. Do I still have... I don't think those are here anymore. No. There was sea chests in there. But so the fire barrels act as trash cans. You put shit in it and on the restart they'll disappear. Phil's favorite place. Phil's favorite spot and his favorite place, rather. He's got to poop. And yes, there was poo in there. So I got my my paintings to help things go along, you know, peaceful paintings. And then this one is deep in the woods. So there's bushes coming through it, so it's like it's 3D. And then that reminds me of home. That's for when I'm pissing though. As I stand there and I'll be looking at the ocean. Help things flow. Yeah, so that's PTSD, and that's how long it takes to get from the colony to PTSD. Yeah, so SOTD is public for anybody to play on now. You don't have to get whitelisted. It's RP encouraged. We encourage you to roleplay. You don't have to, but so you can be in party and talk with your buddies and explore and use the YouTube as reference. Be like, hey, there's YouTube video hints about this location. We should go check that out. And then also there are lore rolls in the Discord that you can get that unlock lore channels so that you can read a little bit about the past of what happened in SOTD. Not just the player-made lore, but the secret lore that even the players of the player-made lore haven't quite figured out. So you could learn some stuff that they don't even know. There's NPC events that the players of the server back when it was whitelist only, they play as NPCs whenever they want, and they'll give you lore. Um, there's on Livonia. There's Survivors of Haven Rock, which is that Haven Rock stronghold that I mentioned earlier in the stream, where there's lore about what happened to them, and you find that out through the survivors of Haven Rock that are roaming. I'll be playing as some of them randomly as well. So that will give you lore about Haven Rock, also known as Copa, why it's destroyed now and overrun with zombies. And then there are anthroprophytes, also known as the cult. Cultists never call themselves a cult, so they call themselves anthroprophytes. They believe in the anthroprophecy and that all of this is happening for a reason. And you see them as these strange infected with hoods, and when you dispose of these infected, they blind you with like a loud bang and blinding light. And so they've developed this weird ability to blind you and to lure other infected in. They've been seen roaming alone. They've been seen in large hordes, and they've also been seen around bonfires where they're doing this weird ritual. You see the aftermath. They're infected, but they did something there while they were alive. So if you come across a bonfire or one of these infected, you kill it, and you find a Bible or a piece of paper at the bonfire or in these hooded infected, take a picture of it, open up a help ticket in the Discord, and post the picture in there saying that you found lore from a cult or a bonfire. If you got it from a cultist, like from one of the zombies that you find, say specifically, I got this from the zombie or I got this from the bonfire. Because there are different roles for different things. But whereas, like, if you get it from a bonfire or you get it on a cultist, it's technically going to be the same lore because they're carrying the same thing. But there's two ways to get that lore, essentially. So if you don't find a bonfire, but you've come across a cultist, whether they're dead as an infected or alive, there's some of them that are still alive, and you can learn a bit more if you find one that's alive. And then there's also Phil. He's an NPC, so if you come here and talk to Phil, get stoned with him, eat some mushrooms, trip out, go do some fishing, he'll help you in the dark times of the apocalypse. He calls it Phil's Trip Stop Depot, also known as PTSD, because everybody's got a bit of PTSD nowadays, man. So he built this place and enjoys it himself as like an escape. So when other good people come around, he likes to share that escape with them and give them a bit of peace in the chaos. So he's an NPC you can come across, and he's got info too about all kinds of shit. So there's also Stag, which they're technically not NPCs, but you can get lore from them. You can hear about what happened in the past. You can hear about some dangerous shit that they've dealt with, and maybe even join them. If you're role-playing and they like what you're doing, you could join them. And then there's also the colony, same deal. They're players that know stuff that you can get the info from. So that's on Livonia, and there's going to be some more stuff added to Sakhal. Right now in the Discord, where you'll go down to the in-game perks, and there's the forum about the events on each map. In Chernarus and Sakhal, it just says coming soon. For one, we don't have a Chernarus map yet. We're doing a fundraiser for that in the Discord. If you'd like to help out, that'd be cool. Help expand the universe of SOTD onto DayZ. It's essentially a comic book that I've been developing and brainstorming, building the idea off of all the RP that I've done, and building one universe from everything that I've done and all these different servers to try to have one long story to tell. And the DayZ servers are essentially the physical representations of the comic book that's in development. There's going to be novels that you read, and there's also going to be actual graphic novel, comic book style compendium that you can actually buy eventually. So this is just the place for you to learn more about SOTD while all that's in the works. There's eventually going to be PC servers as well. Right now we have Sakhal and Livonia, and like I said, we're doing a fundraiser to raise up enough money to expand to Chernarus as well. We're just doing 16 slot servers at the moment. In 3 months of three 16 slot servers, it's about the equivalent of dealing with a 64 slot server, but whereas we're multi-map, it's a little different. I don't want to put all the eggs in one map's basket, you know. So Phil's done pooping. Pretend he wiped. He's gonna close this. He's gonna spray. Oh, I didn't mean to punch. I gotta close that.
What the fucking stinks in here? Fucking reeks.
And then because this thing respawns every restart, I shouldn't have closed that yet. I should have put it in there. There's poo in there. Oh, I just shoved myself back into the shitter.
Good night, Hendra. Good night, Dick. See you guys tomorrow. Oh, shit. I forgot to close this door.
Yeah, I gotta remove the Santa sleighs because they're not sitting the right way. We'll get one last little look of what PTSD looks like from the top here. Yeah, that sucks with the Santa sleigh being flipped around. When it was the other way, you couldn't even see it during the day. And then at nighttime, it just gave kind of like a... It was almost like I had the lights on. But... Oh yeah, I'll show you the dock before I log off. But... Yeah, there's even mushrooms down under there. So if you come here and you're starving because you made it all the way here, there's water bottle, shit to clean your water with, and all that. Some mushrooms growing on the trees like oysters do. Some lactarius. Some parasols. Some beer. Penny bun over there. A little bit more oysters. Some more parasols. All the fishing supplies you need. spot to deal with gutting and preparing your fish. Some hooks. Some seating that's protected from the rain. And there's some fish in the water. As you can see, you can catch them. See? Catch them with your bare hands. Or you could actually fish if you wanted to. But maybe this. Oh, I went too far. You can go like this. Set the fish on there and cut them up. Like so. Yeah. Hey. I wonder, can I actually light these torches? I can't put that in there. I wonder if I can light these. Let me see. I'll cut up the Freddy Krueger shirt. I don't think I can actually light. I did at one point figure it out, but whereas these torches are Jason spawned in, it's a little odd. I got them lit for a picture once, but they act weird. Like, can I actually do it this time? Yeah, see? It's not letting me actually... I think what I ended up having to do... Is it just not enough? Because when you drop it, it just drops, but... Let me see if I just need more rags. That might be what's going on. Whoa. No. Arr! It's a pirate, Phil. There you go. Shit. Okay, well, I'll cut these up first. Oh, the gloves sunk down too. Jason spawn stuff tends to move around every now and then. Gets weird. Okay. Oh, Phil needs his party animal thing on. Shit. Okay. And then, where did those patrol pants go? I think they went in here. They had my shit in it. They had my shit. Did it like... That's them right there. There they are. Yeah, see, it's lighting up. That's not what I wanted to do, damn it. I want my damn rags. Okay, I'll have to dispose of that stuff. It's starting to get dark. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely get rid of those light pillars, because I think that was the issue. Let's see. Can I light you? No? Huh. Because I think what I did is why could I not? I don't understand why I can't light that damn torch. Oh no. Just a little sip is okay. Okay, well obviously... Yeah, it's weird. Maybe I recraft it. That's letting me. I think what I did. No. Man, that's stupid. Why would you drop a torch so it's like that? Why wouldn't you stick it in the damn crease of the wood? Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to remove those in the JSON file manually because I don't have the editor. So I just gotta go through and type Santa Sleigh and delete all of them. I wonder. Does that stand it up? No, it just burns my place down. Damn. Shit. Let me in the fire barrel. Okay, whatever. Whatever. There's light out here. Oh, yep. I gotta pick this shit up. Damn it. Stop for a second. Oh, you bitch. I got a tweak with the despawn rates of shit. Still. Pretty sure the spawn's probably all fucked up. I'll keep the holster. Oh, I can look out through here. I didn't even know that. Oh, Phil's got to get his pajamas on. Oh, he's gonna leave that on. Oh, you bitch. Gotta get his jammies on. Phil is back home. Yep. Sucks that the... Oh, damn it. Sucks that the, pillars, the Santa sleighs, spun around. But... I'll just remove them. It was nice having a little, like, an ominous glow in certain places, but I'll stick with that later. But there's going to be some stuff coming to Sakhal, like the custom zombies, the mossers, the flashers, gassers, boomers, some EMT ones that drop pox vaccines. So if you're playing on SOTD, if you see a hooded zombie, they'll blind you. They're called flashers. You can speculate why. And then if you see a zombie in the woods with ghillie on it, it's a mosser, people have been calling them. They been in the woods for so long that they grew moss and vegetation on them. If you're walking through the woods and you see one, there's a chance that that's the static one of a horde anywhere from 5 to 30. There could be a horde that's 20 or 30 zombies big. Most likely you're going to come across like 2 to maybe 8 at the most. But if you stumble onto the wrong one, the wrong horde area, you'll see like 5 to 8 of them walking around. And once you get in there and start taking those out, you're triggering the spawns of upwards to 30 of them. So, gotta be careful in the woods. And then if you see a zombie with yellow NBC, those are gassers. They've been in and out of the dead zone gases for so long that they've absorbed the toxicity. So when you kill them, they release this toxic cloud. It's a pox going off that you gotta get out of the gas, or it gets you the radiation sickness. Those pretty dangerous, so don't stick around for them. Then boomers are the most dangerous ones. They're in very high sought after areas and secret locations like Krivaklat. If you can find that, there's a hint to where Krivaklat is if you watch episode 1 of SOTD. So it's the only episode that's available right now, the pilot episode. So that's basically the opposite of what we just did. We walked from Dolnik to here, and in episode 1 we walked from here to Dolnik. But those boomers, they wear gray NBC suits with gas masks, and if you're anywhere within 10 to 20 feet of it and you kill it, you're going to die. So if you see those, if you see a gray NBC, don't go anywhere near it. Don't let it get close to you, because you're going to die no matter what. Like, you have to take them out from a distance or lock them away. Like, you can't even punch them, or you potentially are going to blow up and die. They've been rotting in this dark NBC suit, and the sun has been beating on it, causing the pressure in the suit to build up. So if you puncture the suit, boom, and it kills you. So you gotta stay away from those or trap them to survive. So it's not your normal DayZ server. So like, if there's somebody who's on the server that's learning to play DayZ, and they're going to experience things on the server that they're not going to experience on other servers. So like for instance, I played this SOTD for a while. It's been up for a year, and on any other server, if I see a yellow NBC or a gray NBC, I start kind of, having panic, anxiety about, like, it's like SOTD flashbacks. I'm like, is this something gonna blow up in my face if I kill it? So like, I try to like avoid them. Like, even if it's just like a normal server, and I just like thinking back. Excuse me. Thinking back to like the boomers and gassers of SOTD, I'm like, I don't want to fuck with any of them zombies on the other servers, because I don't know if they're going to do the same thing. So it does give you PTSD about it. Like Jesus Christ, I can't deal with this zombie right now because it might be blowing up at me. So like, if you go to the airfield, there's no gas at the Gleniska airfield. So you can go in there, but good luck. So obviously the airfield is where they were trying to evac. Like, in the early days, that's where people were trying to get the hell out. So they had it locked down, and were only letting certain people through, and there's a lot of military presence there, so in like quarantine-esque area. So you'll run into some boomers and gassers there. Like, if there are gassers there, they've been roaming from the dead zone gas and have made their way to there. Think of it that way, because the reason why the gassers exist is because of the dead zone, the gas clouds. And in Sakhal, there's currently a gas zone over the bunker, and this makes it so that your friend will be able to not be in NBC gear at the generator, but if you have to go into the bunker, there's a gas zone in there, so you'll need NBC to get into the bunker, which limits you on how much you have on you. So like, you're only going to be able to take certain stuff out of the bunker. But yeah, that's Phil's favorite sign he's ever seen.
Yeah, dude, they got signs for shit paper here? We didn't never see, like, there was shaman fucking commercials. I didn't see no billboards. I'm assigned to letni papier pevnia tradichni. Okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's gonna be a lot more videos coming out. They're gonna delve more into the lore of SOTD to give you hints about what's going on and what happened. For instance, the SOTD bunker test video was us figuring out if the horde was sufficient, and I was like, I can add a lot more. And I also needed to change it a specific way so that the horde contains certain zombies to give hints about what happened there. Um, so there's a lot of dangers in that bunker now. It's not as... So like that test video I did, you can see that there's zombies down in there and there's what looks like test subjects. But like there's a bit more going on now. I just heard a monster. I just heard a zombie outside. But yeah, this is a zombie outside. But there's gonna be a lot more videos. There's gonna be a cinematic one that I'm gonna do with some people about what happened in the bunker. It's gonna be like a group of NBC guys who go down into the bunker to find out why did we lose contact. That way it'll give you a little bit more insight. Like add a character to paint the picture in your mind of what happened there. There'll be all kinds of shit. Pun intended, because I'm looking at shit paper. But, yeah. But Phil's sleeping. Zombies outside. Phil can't hear it because he's sleeping. So, so with SOSRP, Rick's story, we're going to be continuing that on Friday. Hopefully. I gotta wait for the other sea wolves to be on, and we're gonna be doing the surgery with Dr. Hartman to get the implant out of Grunt's head. So that'll be interesting. And then I have the plan to bring Hartman back to AJ, or Jay Capone, so that we can figure out exactly what's in this briefcase and figure out what we need to do to take care of the Alexei situation, and we might have to go to war with the Cross family. Let's just hope that they stay in their own little corner like they said they're going to. The last time they said that, they came back and said the town's theirs. So, we'll see. So hopefully we can convince AJ to help us with the Cross family, if we can manage the whole Hartman and him meeting. Because that'll be good. I understand why he doesn't want to, but we'll see. So we plan to do that this weekend. Friday's going to be the surgery, and probably Saturday night's going to be going to AJ with Hartman. And then Sunday night's gonna be whatever comes after that. Don't really know what's coming. Brick could die. I mean, that's the ultimate goal, right? So, thank you for watching. And wherever you are, whenever you are, have good morning, afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace soup.